A new year, another year of me creating content and giving my objective perspective, bias and sometimes non-biased at the same time regarding movies. Welcome to another episode of the Part of My Back Show. It's me, your host, Sebastian West. Follow me on Instagram @_Sebastian West, where you can check out my artwork in all of its splendor. If you don't like what I'm kicking, like what I'm spitting, just know when you tune to this, the cloth is different. A year has passed, and for cinema, this has probably been one of the worst years. I know the world was shut down, so I guess 2021 suffered due to, the world being shut down, right? Well, what was the excuse for 2022? Last year I did my top 20 filthiest films of last 2021. Who would I be if I didn't drop another list? This year I have 20 films. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I could have had 30 films, but I didn't want to make this video too long because who wants to hear me blabber about how trash movies were last year? Nevertheless, let's get right into it. At number 1, the film Men. Pause. I don't know what the A24. Salute to all the creators and whatnot. If I'll double back regarding the creators at the end of this episode, right? So I watched this movie. A24. They're hit or miss for me as of late. I don't know what's going on with this film. Like, it's just a bunch of shenanigans, and stay away from it. Number 2, Morbius. Need I say more about how trash this movie was? Is the CGI looking worse than it used to look before? Like in the 90s and the early 2000s, remember they had that influx? Everybody thought that they can do like the Matrix esque look. Morbius at number 2. Number 3, Samaritan. Sylvester Stallone hasn't made a good film in quite some time. This film was on Amazon Prime. The trailer was misleading. I thought this was actually going to be... Maybe it was my naivety that I thought this was going to be decent. Wasn't. Number 4, Bones and All. Pause. I don't know if this was supposed to be like Dr. Sleep or what, but it didn't cut it. And once again, the trailer, I thought it would be something else. It got a little bit graphic. It ended up being a love story, like uber love story. Kind of remind me of, what's that, for Twilight, the Twilight saga. You know how it went OD with the love story? Well, this was like that, but a little bit more gory and unnecessarily gory, honestly, in my opinion. So Bones and All was at number 4. Number 5, Violent Night. Yeah, a violent trash movie night. That's what this was. If you've seen the movie Fat Man with starring Mel Gibson, then this is like the D class or C class of that film, The Violent Night. If you can check out the Mel Gibson film, it should pop up on IMDb. If you type in Violent Night, you'll see the movie I'm referring to. At number 6, Prey. Y'all just keep shortchanging my son, the Predator. Listen, he had A-class weaponry, right? A 19-year-old, 89-pound novice ends up outsmarting him. Like, my son got all the latest tech, all the gadgets, weaponry on point. He can rumble. He's like 7 foot tall. And y'all play him, man. Y'all let this 19-year-old chick get him up out of here? No. So off that alone, I was done from that point on. Barbarian. The horror flick got such praise and everybody was amped up about it and they thought it was going to be dope, and so I didn't know it was going to be that grotesque. Like, a lot of these things, once again, maybe I'm just naive. I thought this was going to be something else, but I should have seen, what's his name? Jason Smart? What's the kid's name in this? What's his name, man? dark haired dude. I should have known. Anytime he's in a film, stay away from it. By the way, I forgot his name. Oh, 355. 355 like eye gouges is what I prefer to partake in before I watch this again. 355 was awful. Female assassin film. Of course, you gotta have a female assassin film. We get one once a year. Nothing against female assassins. Nothing against it at all. But you can tell they were pandering. Like, if they have an Expendables, they gotta be a female's Expendables. If they have, this, they gotta have that. You didn't need 355. The world didn't need 355. Atrocious. Number 9. All the old knives. Chris Pine, man. Nah. No. If you can make another Star Trek film, then jump on that bandwagon. But this right here, no. Ended up being a love story. Again, another love story. CIA espionage. He kills himself to protect Shorty, and Shorty end up being dirty anyway. Like, no, we don't. Pack this film up and get this up out of here. Lou. Pooh. That's what this was. I'm not gonna give that too much light because it was that bad. Oh, at number 11, Nope. That's a double entendre. You get it. Moving right along. Everything, everywhere, all at once. First of all, the title was wild. I'm not gonna. And it was some wild activity within the film. I should have known by the title. The title should have let me know what something spooky gonna be going on. It was wild. Like, there was OD, and that's why it's on the list. Creative, I get it. It was super creative, but it had the scenes where they just went over the top, like unnecessary. You ain't even have to have some of this stuff. Like, my man had the you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna talk about it. Don't watch it. Resurrection. This and Emily the Criminal. Didn't like them. Now, Resurrection, I think it started Tim Roth. Trash. The ending was so terrible. So terrible. This is... On to the next one. The Northman. Highly anticipated film. I went to the movie theater to watch this. I was amped. I think the opening scene was brolic. My man had the hawk, had the axe round, knifing, getting people out of here. I thought it was going to be smoke. For the whole movie, I thought it was going to be smoke. He ended up having sympathy for Mom Duke. She treated him like filth. She ended up trying to kill him. He ended up being sympathetic, crying for Mom Dukes, and she killed Pops and spent off with the brother, and it was just a bunch of shenanigans going on in the Northman. Then they end up having this, he had sympathy Mom, then they end up having this battle royale and the fire and the volcano all around them. They had to take their clothes off. I ain't it. Listen, man, certain things don't need, nah, man. No, nah, Northman, no. Kimmy. I get it. People are going through struggles. People are having a rough time right now with the whole mental health thing. I understand. I'm empathetic, sympathetic, all the above. Kimmy, we didn't need this. We did not need this. Every film doesn't have to be centered around somebody being troubled. We could just go through a rough time without something going on. I know it exists. Don't get me wrong. Listen, I know it exists. But it's the influx in these films, like thrillers, and everything has to do with somebody being troubled. Nevertheless, Kimmy was trash, man. Trash. What's the Zoe Kravitz chick, man? She should have easy passed this role. When she got the script, she should have said, nah, I'm good. When I seen the title, I should have said, nah, I'm good. Alice. Keke Palmer. So, but nah, ma. Nah, this ain't it. Common, I see, you tried to save the film, I guess. But nah, This was not it. It reminded me of Antebellum? It reminded me of Antebellum. That's what it reminded me of. This one right here. It reminded me of Antebellum. Same concept. She ended up, I just thought she was going to be more brolic than it led to. I thought she was going to be, bullets and gunsmoke, but that's not what happened. I was highly disappointed and befuddled at the ending. So Alice, no. Uncharted. Mark Wahlberg and what's Spider-Man? Tom Holland? Yeah. This ain't the video game, and this was background music. I actually started watching this and I said, all right, it's time for me to go cook. So I had this on, I was cooking and doing some other things, yeah, that's how bad this movie was. And Mark Wahlberg, you've been, fam, your filmography on people, you might be overrated. I'm gonna have to jot this down because you might be overrated. Honestly, you another list might be coming soon regarding overrated actors and actresses. At number, what we at? 18, Uma. I left the movie theater. I got my money back for this movie right here. This movie right here, Uma. Went to the movie theater. I said enough is enough. Yo, I'm out of here. Got my movie back for Uma. That's how bad it was. 30 minutes in, I said, yeah, I'm out of here. I can't do this. I'm out of here. At number 19, The Menu. The Menu. This is probably the worst menu I've seen. Yeah, this was bad. This was bad. Started off good, like I said. We was at 50 feet in the air. You know what I mean? Altitude above the clouds, and it just nosedived. Talk about having a nice poopy day. That's what it was like watching The Menu. Trash. Once again, another mental health type of film, man. Salute to those that are troubled, seek help, all that. But they keep doing this, man. Like, yo, we can have a good movie and nobody has to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, please, man. Please. Anywho, last but not least, Wakanda Forever. Trash. All over the place. Propaganda being spewed in Wakanda Forever. My son should have just said, yo, I'm going to scrap this and I'm cool. Like, we don't need another Wakanda Forever. Like, we good, man. We got part one, that's cool, all right? This just destroyed everything. It was all over the place. It went from this topic of discussion to this, and then it became cool, and these people against them, and then they became cool, and then it's just all over the place. It is terrible. Had no direction whatsoever. Well, it did have a direction. Only direction it had was in the trash. Honestly, that was the direction. So Wakanda Forever is trash. Don't go watch none of this stuff, by the way. I was the sacrificial lamb, honestly. That's what it seemed like. So we're going to start from, reverse, all right? You got Wakanda Forever, trash. The Menu, trash. Uma, trash. Uncharted, trash. Alice, trash. Kimmy, trash. Northman, trash. Resurrection, trash. Everything, everywhere, all at once, trash. Nope, trash. Lou, trash. All the old knives, trash. 355, trash. Barbarians, trash. Prey, trash. Violent Night, trash. Bones and all paws, trash. Samaritan, trash. Morbius, trash. And Men, Pauls, trash. It's the filthiest list of 2022. That's what I had. Next, I'll drop probably my best films of 2022. You can't have one without the other, right? So I'll be dropping that pretty soon. Yeah. So tune in for that, all right? And I'll get to another movie that I just watched. Foreign film. I'll probably be dropping that. It's a Danish film. So I'll probably be dropping that soon as well. And, yeah. Remember, slow run is better than no run. And let all things be done decently and in order. If you don't like my reviews, cut me some slack. And if that ain't good enough, pardon my back. Like, share, subscribe, all that happy crap, man. Peace be upon all. I'm out of here. Salute.